thoughts on the game?
Just extremely disappointed, John. Disappointed game. I don't think there was a great deal in the game. You must give Accrington credit. I thought second half, in my opinion, the team that deserved to win the game rather than us. And without going into depth, it wasn't good enough from us. That's the reality of it. That's what we just speak to the players about. It was back to a bit of a lacklustre performance, whether we like it or not. It was lacklustre. It wasn't what we've been about. And as the manager, I always shoulder the blame. But it's a long season.
What disappointed you most of all?
The lack of quality chances we make in a game. It's that simple. We could all go on about systems and formations and the rest of it. We weren't at it today. And when you come away from home, we've lost 2 games away from home now in 4 games. We never lost 2 games away from home in 20 last year. And once you start smelling yourself a little bit like we did today, and teams have a little bit more hunger with quality, don't get me wrong, Accrington have got quality. And I felt Accrington were the deserved winners of the game. That's only my opinion on it.
You said this club have got to manage to cope with disappointment, so this is one of them.
The fans are ravingly disappointed after the game, and rightly so. But you must manage. I appreciate more than anyone what they pay to come up here, what they watch. We're not machines. These lads that play, they're not machines. They're not mechanical. They can't just give in. They've just won 4 games on the bounce. And I understand supporters' disappointment, but we go again. That's the nature of this game.
Was there anything that pleased you at all on that?
No, nothing. I thought, we were lacklustre. It was a game that never got going. We never put an edge into the game with our play. And you've got to give Accrington credit. As I say, it's easy for me to sit here and slag my team off, and I'm not slagging my players off. I don't work like that. We weren't good enough to win the game today. That's the reality of the game.
Even so, you might have nicked one right at the end.
That sums us up. It sums us up. The chance going across the box sums us up, doesn't it? And that's football. That's where we're at. And as the manager of the club, you'd always take. I've had a great couple of weeks, haven't I? With all the results. Now you've got to take a bit of stick, and that's rightly so.
Defensively, they didn't cause you too many problems.
No, the game was always, and it was a great strike from the lads, wasn't it? Lacey scored a great goal, and as I say, you must give Accrington credit. It's easy to come away and always speak about what we haven't done and what we haven't done, what we allowed to do, and for the calibre of player we've got, we know we've got to do better than that. But the reality of it is, you guys will know we're in a league position now after an amount of games, and you've got to keep going.